All right, guys, let's check out this newer release, Seiko Samurai, the Black Series. This is the SRPH97, $675 for retail price US, 4R35 movement. And I picked this up from Arizona Fine Time. First time I've ever purchased from them. And I used their, if you've ever used them, I'll put a link down below. I don't have like any affiliation with them or anything like that. Maybe in the future, we'll see. But I used a thing they have. It's called like make an offer. So they have this watch, and I mean, I kind of was lusting over this watch, mostly just because it looks like it's glowing lume even in the daylight, even in the studio lights, like right here. So, and it looks kind of the same after it gets dark. But so I made the offer. I forget how much it was. It was below retail. I made an offer below retail, maybe like $550 or something like that, just for the sake of argument, because I can't remember the exact dollar amount. And they reached back out to me and said, "Hey, you're actually number 2 in line, so we got to make sure the first person gets the opportunity to get it." And I think like a day went by or something, and apparently that person, they said they never heard back from them. So they were like, "If you want it, we'll honor." They didn't even like renegotiate. They were just like, "Yeah, we'll take your offer." I was like, first of all, you have to make a reasonable offer. You can't make a ridiculous offer. So yeah, I was like, absolutely, why not? That's the price I was willing to pay for it. So, and they did pretty fast shipping, and I already have it. So I guess if you've purchased from Arizona Fine Time, chime in down in the comments down below. The first experience I had was great. The case size on this, 44 millimeter. I think it might be a touch less, but basically it depends on where you measure it from. But basically a 44 case. The lug to lug is a 48.7. It does have drilled lugs. It's hard to see on this hardened black coating on this watch case, but 13.2 millimeter thick, flat sapphire crystal up top. It has a date magnifier up there. It actually magnifies the date pretty good, maybe 2 times. I don't think it's 2.5 times, but it does a pretty good job. 22 millimeter lug width here, and you have a 7 millimeter screw down crown, 200 meter water resist. This is classified as the King Samurai. That means it has the sapphire and it has the ceramic. That's basically the main 2 ingredients to get either a King Turtle or a King Samurai. I actually have a King Turtle right here. So let's see, movement 4R35, 41 hour power reserve, 23 joules. You can, unscrew the crown, you can wind it. You just saw me do that. And you can hack the movement and adjust the time and everything. These are limited, if you can say that. Let's zoom in. There's 8,000 of these, so you're going to want to hurry up. It's half joking, but like legit, when I went to go look for one, no authorized dealer really had them in stock that I could see that has an online presence. I'm sure there's a ton of boutiques and authorized dealers out there with these things sitting in their shelves, and that's a really good place to potentially go find them, right? So this is number 377 of 8,000. That's a proper way to do a limited edition. You want to number it. And you can see it also says sapphire crystal, all that good stuff. These are made in Japan. Has a nice silicone strap. The dreaded metal keeper that I loathe. I mean, it would be nice if it was just the matching silicone to aid in comfort. They do that on certain ones, but I think this is more of a premium one. So they wanted to have like that metal on there to make it seem like it's more premium. Just stop. Seiko, just stop. Just give us the silicone one. But I will say, well done with the color choices here. It's basically kind of like almost like a Tiffany blue green or something, a mint green. It's hard to explain the color exactly. It's mostly mint, but it has like a little bit of hint of bluish in that green. So beautiful color, day or night. The lume is going to be great. You can see the minute hand is framed in actually silver, and so is the tip of the seconds hand. The rest of the hands sections are all black, so they kind of fade or float into the watch. And then you have that nice matte black dial there. It's a pressed dial, meaning that these indices are not applied. They're actually pressed from the bottom side. If you ever get into modding and you handle some of these dials, you'll see clearly what that is. I don't know that I have one laying around. Maybe I'll show that in a future episode. But it's a good, consistent way of making dials for sure. And they look like applied indices. So I'm totally fine with them doing that. I don't have an issue with that. So you can see a nice shiny black ceramic insert. You can see the traction on the bezel there is going to be very well done and easy to grip. 120 click. This one's on the stiffer side for sure, but standard Seiko affair. And does it line up? Kinda, pretty much. I think it's really close. Maybe a quarter click off, which funny enough, Bruce Williams and I have been working on a shirt project called Half a Click Off. So when I get those shirts in, I will show you. There'll be a few available for sale, but it was pretty much a limited run. Anyway, back to the watch. Let's pop it on wrist, and then we'll close out with a Lume shot. If you were interested in what I was wearing my 5KX orange Seiko GMT. That's my... I had all three. I had the blue one, the black one, and the orange one, and I kept the orange one. I sold the other two. Actually traded one and then sold the other. For the King Samurai, I have to say my initial thought with buying this watch was to harvest the guts and place them in a mod. And I still might do that, but I'm a little hesitant on doing that. I'm kind of waiting to see what the market looks like. You can still get these watches on eBay mostly, if you're just looking for an online purchase. And the prices are kind of trending at retail or above. So for a limited edition of 8,000 pieces, it's a little bizarre. But there's also the tortoise, and then there's a solar model diver that also has the same colorway. I'll be curious to see if Seiko carries this colorway over to any other of their models. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see it in a turtle or a Willard or something like that. It definitely play with this Lume color again, but maybe... I know it works good with the black case, but I'm not typically a fan of the black cases. The full, all, stealth look to it. I like some contrast. So I was going to put this in more of a stainless steel, polished brushed stainless steel case, just to see what it looked like. Maybe it doesn't look right. I don't know. But I think it would look pretty good. So let's kill the lights. I am going to blast it a little bit. I'm just getting in the habit of doing that just because it's more intense than when I kill the lights. You can see how vivid that is. It looks great. I mean, here it is compared to the turtle, which I did not blast, but you can see it's a lot more real estate for Lume there with those oversized indices. And I love that broad arrow for the hour hand. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.